Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. It's time to get started with our new work week and get our first workout done this week. So today is Monday, the 13th? I think it's the 13th. And we've got our kettlebell workout, day one. If you've been following along for the past few weeks, the last 2 weeks that we were doing our training, we're going through kind of kettlebell and bodyweight workouts. We're kind of alternating different days. The whole objective here is that you get to kind of see what an example workout would look like with Volt. We're going to demonstrate, and if you want to have your own plan, which is what we really specialize in, is creating training plans for people and for athletes, then you can sign up for Volt, check it out. But if you want to follow along, by all means, I'm going to go through Volt Kettlebell workout day one. This would be, I think this actually takes place in week 3 or week 4 of an actual example plan. So if you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we're gonna start our warm-up. So first thing we wanna do with our warm-up is get our heart rate going, start to increase our body temperature. So I've got a yoga mat here. I'm just gonna do some running back and forth, a very small area, but I'm just going to start moving a little bit quicker here, nice easy pace, moving forward and backward. You can really do whatever you want for this first part of a warm-up. Just some light activity. If you've got a jump rope, you can do some jump ropes. You can do some jumping jacks. You can do some light, easy burpees if you want to. If you have your kettlebell, you can do some light and easy kettlebell swings if you want. But again, all we're trying to do here is move a little bit, increase our respiratory rate, increase our body temperature, and start moving. Okay, now let's move side to side. Do some nice quick shuffles. Again, you can really do whatever you would like during this first initial warm-up phase. We like to implement a ramp model, R-A-M-P, with our warm-ups. So R stands for raise body temperature, A stands for activate stabilizers, M stands for mobility, P stands for potentiate power. We're gonna go through all of those during our warm-up to prepare ourselves for a productive workout. Okay, right in place. Nice easy skipping. The neighbors are not going to be happy, but that's all right. Nice easy skipping. We go higher knees now. Start to get bigger, more exaggerated arm motions. And relax, and relax. So hopefully we start to maybe breathe a little bit heavier. I know I have, but it doesn't need to be anything crazy, just enough to get things going. We're going to start to move into our activation series. So, first one, standing in place. All you're going to do is bring one leg up to like a high knee position so that this thigh is flat. Other arm goes by your face, so you have opposite arm, opposite face, or opposite arm, opposite leg. And you're going to stand as tall as you can here, really squeezing. I'll go on the other side. Really squeezing this glute that's standing here. Trying to stay tall, trying to get as tall as we can. Okay, imagine our legs separating here. Bring this knee up, push this leg down, and switch to the other side. Stand as tall as you can. Squeeze the glute of the down leg. Bring this knee up, press this other leg back. Stay tall. Really squeeze that glute, squeeze that butt cheek, and relax. Okay, same thing, single leg. We're going to stand on one leg, push the heel back, reach the hands forward. Starting to feel a stretch in your hamstrings here. Back to the middle, other side, push the heel back, hands forward. Try and get to a straight leg if you can, and relax. Other side. Just going to do about 3 of these alternating. Try to keep balance. Middle, and other side. Push this hip away. Good. So don't crash into that. Push it away. Relax. Other side. And make sure you try and keep this hip closed. So don't let those hips open up. Keep it parallel with the ground. Reach that heel back. Arms forward. And other side for the last time. Great. Great. Good. Okay. Go ahead and sit on your butt. Knees toward the ceiling. Lie flat on your back. Hands by your side. We're gonna push our heels into the ground, lifting our hips toward the ceiling. Squeezing for a second at the top. Push heels down, lift hips up. Squeeze those glutes, pinch the penny, back down. We don't really care about how fast we're going here. In fact, we actually want to go slower. And really just focus on squeezing as hard as we can, getting those hips high, clearing them towards the ceiling. Do 2 more. Push those hips high. 1 more. All right. Okay. So this next one you can do with a mini band if you have a mini band. Or if you don't have a mini band, you can get an old pair of underwear with an elastic waist. Step into the waistband of the underwear. Pull yourself through. And now, you pull that up to right underneath your knees or right above your knees, you have a little mini band. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start on one side, feet about hip width, knees out over the outsides of the feet the whole time, step out. We're just gonna walk side to side here, keeping these knees right on the outside of that foot if you can. Okay, notice I'm going very slow, pushing those knees out. I'm going the other way now. And I'm pausing in between each movement, so I'm removing momentum, okay? Step each foot. We're not sliding the foot, but we're stepping each way. You start to feel a little bit of a burn in your hips here. If you want to get a little bit more out of this, you can push your hips back. Push your hips back a little further so you feel a stretch in your hamstrings, and then go side to side that way. Okay. Go maybe 4 or 5 steps each way. Push those hips back if you want to get more of a hamstring activation. Great. All right. Okay, push-up position here real quick. We're gonna get our shoulders warmed up. You can go push-up position or you can go from your knees. We're gonna do shoulder taps here, okay? So I'm gonna start in a push-up position, hands right underneath my shoulders, keeping as much of the rest of my body still. I'm just gonna tap each shoulder. Try not to let the hips sway side to side. Keep them stacked. Hands can go slow. Push your chest away from the floor. Slow and controlled. Keep the rest of your body still. 2 more on each side. Okay. And relax. All right. Right in place. Let's just go with let's go ahead and stand up. Quick quad stretch. Quad stretch. Knee hug. Knee hug. Quad stretch. Quad stretch. Knee hug. Knee hug. Quad stretch again. Quad stretch again. Grab your shin this time. Shin cradle. Pull that shin towards your face. Knee hug. Quad stretch. Shin cradle. Pull towards your face. Shin cradle again. All right. Hands overhead. Step back into a reverse lunge. And twist. Other side. Step back to a reverse lunge. And twist. Go ahead and alternate. Slow and controlled here. Really opening up those hip flexors. Reaching high towards the ceiling. And twisting as far as you can comfortably. Okay. And one more. Great. Okay, now we're going to start to potentiate a little bit, which means we're going to move a little bit faster. Start to get our nervous system ramped up. Okay, so just in place, you're going to go with jumping jacks, quick jumping jacks. Okay, I'm not going to do this very long. My neighbors won't like it. But go quick, go fast, and relax. Okay, fast high knees in place, just like this. Use those arms to give yourself momentum. Okay, good. Pretend there's a line right on the floor. Maybe you do have a line, you're just gonna hop back and forth side to side. Quick touches. The quicker you go, the more effective it is. Relax, forward and backwards. Pretend there's a line, or actually make a line, stepping back and forth with both feet. Good. All right, we should be good with our warm-up. That was a little bit less than 10 minutes. Ready to start our workout. I've got a kettlebell. I also have a backpack For those of us who don't have a kettlebell, I'm gonna demonstrate some of those variations with a backpack instead of a kettlebell, okay? Real quick, let's go over the workout. So I've got kettlebell one arm swings on the left, swings on the right, push-ups, cleans on the left, cleans on the right. Okay, and then we also have one arm cleans to front squat on the left, supine leg raise, one arm cleans to front squat on the right, and flutter kicks, okay? This is gonna be a little bit longer than last week. That's all right, we're gonna get through it. Gonna fill out my readiness questionnaire. Soreness, I'm a little bit sore. I did some sprints yesterday. I'm a little bit stressed, but that's all right, not too bad. High energy, I'm in a good mood, and I slept normally. Didn't sleep great. All right, ready to do our warm up. Ready to get our workout started. Okay, so this is our one arm swing. I'll let Coach Jace demonstrate for you. We're gonna do this with on the left hand side. Okay, 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, so grab your kettlebell. You can start in this hiking position right in front of you. Okay. I'm just gonna hike it back between our legs and then stand up with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hike it back, stand up, just like this. I'm bending at the waist. I'm not really bending a whole lot at the knees. Keeping my chest up, shoulders back, eyes straight forward. Keeping this kettlebell, when it goes back, I'm keeping it close to me. And rest. All right. Moving on to the right hand side. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit. Moving on to the right hand side. Start in that hike position. 3, 2, 1, hike it back, stand up, bend at the waist. Keeping this kettlebell above my knees, sending it straight back and then straight forward. Using my hips to thrust this kettlebell back in front of me. Or forward in front of me. Rest. Good. Next we have arm extension push-ups. Again, if you want to modify this, you can go with a resting version on your knees, or a kneeling version on your knees. Or you can just focus on the descent of this movement if you want to go full push-up. So, 15 seconds of this. I'm going to start in my push-up position. Lower down, arm extension out, and push up. It's important to note that all of this workout is time-based. So we're going to go for intervals of time rather than numbers of reps. So you want to pick a pace that you can sustain. Go ahead and rest through the full time interval, okay? Now we have one arm cleans on the left, and then after that we'll go cleans to the right. And then we'll be done with that first set of the circuit, okay? Okay, so cleans on the left. We can actually start our hang cleans in this top position. All we do is we drop this down and pull it back up. Keeping this kettlebell close to our body. I'm holding the kettlebell deep in my palm, so it's easier to turn and transition, rest into that front rack position. Okay. Onto the right hand side. Again, just so you can see, I'm holding this kettlebell deep in my palm. And when I pull straight up, and just turn it over. Push that elbow through. That's all it is. All right. Cleans on the other side now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Similar to my swings, I'm not bending at the knees very much. My hips go back and then they come forward in order to pull the kettlebell back up and rest. Okay, so that was our first time through the circuit. So now we're going to go back to our swings on the left-hand side. And I'll demonstrate this time with a backpack. So I'm just gonna hold on to the straps right here. 3, 2, 1. You might have to go, depending on the size of your backpack, you might have to go with a little bit slower pace, but you can still make it work. Using those hips as the primary driver. Rest, switch to the other side. We have about 10 to 15 seconds in between movements, so that's your recovery period. Moving on to the right side. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Hike it back, come forward. I've got about 20 pounds in this backpack. My kettlebell is 30 pounds, but similar difficulty because it's just a little bit unwieldy. All right, rest. Moving on to our push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go a little bit faster pace. Again, this is about a 15-second time interval. So really pick a pace that you can challenge yourself with, but sustain for the whole time interval. And rest. Now we have one arm cleans. These are a little bit more difficult if we're using a backpack. But we're gonna give it a shot. So one arm cleans. Again, grab the straps just right here. Pull it up, punch the elbow through. And actually, having a smaller backpack can actually help out here. So you give yourself more room in that hole. Right side, one arm clean. Again, I'm just demonstrating with the backpack for anybody who doesn't have equipment access to a kettlebell. But if you have a kettlebell, you should be doing kettlebell cleans here. All right, cleans on the right hand side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Still try to use my hips to thrust forward, bringing the kettlebell or the backpack straight up. All right, rest. Okay, that's our second time through the circuit. Back to the beginning for our our third set of 3. Okay, kettlebell one arm swings on the left hand side. Set it up in a hiking position. Hike it back, stand up. 15-second time interval. Push yourself on the pace. Keep your chest up, shoulders back, and rest. Okay, swings on the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We want to try and maintain a degree of stiffness here, especially from the waist up. Okay? Want to make sure that our chest stays up, so we're not collapsing the spine or flexing the spine. Okay. Rest. If you haven't already started resting. We got our last set of push-ups here. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. "15 seconds of this. Find a pace that you can push yourself with. All the way up, all the way down. Arms extend out to the side, hovering over the floor. and rest. Okay. We got our cleans next, and then we're done with this circuit. A little bit more of a rest time. We got about 20 more seconds before we start our cleans. Okay, gonna start our cleans on the left-hand side. Again, we start deep grip in our palm. Start here in the front rack. Drop it down, and pull it back up. Push your hips back, and then bring them forward in order to bring the kettlebell up. And rest. Switch the other side. Right hand side. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, pull it back up. Hips go back. Chest stays proud. Shoulders stay back. Five more seconds. And time. Okay, we're done with that first circuit. Grab a quick water, wipe off some sweat, get ready for this next set. No. We got my cat here who wants to be on the camera. All right, so next movement here starts out one arm clean to front squat. So start in that front rack position. This is all one movement, clean, front squat. And we're gonna repeat that, okay? 30 seconds worth of that movement. So pick a pace that you can sustain for 30 full seconds. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clean, squat. Clean, squat. Keep those feet flat on the floor. Eyes forward, chest up. On the squat portion, push your knees out over the middle to outside of your toes. About 5 more seconds left. And time. Rest. Supine leg raise. When we're doing this, we want to keep our back, our lower back, flush against the floor. If there's one thing you think about during this movement, it's keeping contact between your lower back and the floor. So it looks like this. Start with your legs up, back flat on the floor, lower. Back stays on the floor the whole time. If you can only go down this far, that's fine. That's fine. That's where you start. Okay? So we've got 30 seconds of that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Lower. Keep your back flat on the floor. Back up. Lower. Go at a pace that you can sustain. Pay attention to that low back staying in contact with the floor. We're going to repeat it over and over again for emphasis. You can go hands down if you want to. You can go hands across your chest. What are we doing? All right. And time. A little visit there. A little encouragement. Okay. Now we're going back to cleans, but on the right side. So we're going to hang clean to the front squat on the right hand side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Clean, front squat. Go ahead and separate these movements. You don't need to roll into each of them. We want control here. Once you have control, then you can up the tempo. Then you can up the speed. But we care more about control and technique than we do about the tempo. And time, rest. All right. Moving on to flutter kicks. Almost the exact same primary goal, keeping our back flat. So we're gonna lay back, keep our feet about 10 to 12 inches from the floor, and we're just gonna flutter kick, keeping our lower back against the ground. So, sorry I didn't start the timer. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. If you need some assistance, you can put your hands underneath your hips, or you can bring your head up. That makes it a little bit easier. Make it more challenging, keep your hands up, and keeping your head back. Pay attention to that lower back, make sure it's still in contact with the floor. Got about 5 more seconds left. Don't forget to breathe and rest. Okay, that was the first time through that circuit. So we got 2 more times through and then we'll be done. Clean front squat on the left-hand side. Ready? Grip deep in the palm. Keep the kettlebell close. Down, back up. Squat, chest up, eyes forward. Pick a tempo you can sustain. Keep those feet flat on the floor. The heels, the ball of the foot, all of it is in contact. Even on the left side and the right side. Eyes forward. Knees outside. Middle to outside of the foot. Got a few more seconds. And time. Okay. I am throwing a lot of cues out there. Obviously I can't see every single one of you, but hopefully you can pick up on 1 or 2 of these cues, focus on it, and help yourself out. Okay, supine leg raise. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower back against the ground. Pick a pace you can sustain. Pick a range of motion that you can execute while keeping your back against the floor. We don't need to be going at windshield wiper speed here. Nice and easy, controlled, pressing that lower back down. About a few more seconds left. And rest. Clean the front squat on the right hand side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Push your hips back on those cleans. Kettlebell close to you. Squat with flat feet. About 10 seconds left. And rest. Okay, we've got our flutter kicks. 30 seconds of them. Ready, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, don't forget to breathe. In fact, you can use your breathing to help make this a little bit more challenging or to give you some assistance. But you should notice if you're taking deep breaths in, long breaths out, the exhale part of it might get a little bit more challenging. Two more seconds, and rest. Okay, last time through the circuit. Okay, clean the front squat on the left-hand side. This is our last time through. Now is the time to challenge yourself a little bit more. Now that you have a grasp of what these time intervals feel like, maybe pick up the pace a little bit. Still make sure that it's something you can sustain. Give yourself a little bit more of a challenge here. And rest. Supine leg raise. For this one, instead of going faster, challenge yourself by going slower. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Press the lower back into the ground. Don't let yourself arch. You want to keep your back flush. Especially as those legs lower, it's going to get more difficult. So you really got to focus on keeping that spine down, rib cage down. And rest. Almost there. Two more sets. Clean, right hand, clean the front squat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you are someone who's motivated by moving fast, you like to move fast, you like speed, the parts of this movement where you can emphasize speed is the pull up and the squat up. Control everything else on the way down. But if you want to go fast, pull fast, squat up fast. 3 more seconds here. And rest. Flutter kicks. And go for a full 45 here, 45 seconds. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Back, flat against the floor. Think about the back of your rib cage pressing down into the floor. Short, controlled flutters with your feet. You can go hands up, you can go hands on the floor if you need a little bit of assistance. You can go head back. Whatever you want to do. We're almost at 30. We're going to go for 45 seconds. So there's 30 seconds right there. Back, flat on the floor. 5 more seconds. You got this. And time. All right. That's it. We're done with our workout. Time to cool down. Really good job, everybody. Okay. For this cool down, we're just going to try and focus on collecting our breath. Slow our breath down. Help ourselves relax a little bit. Okay. All right. First thing we're going to do here is just lie on our side. Nice easy quad stretch. It's a really good way to just start to relax and also do some stretching. Pull that heel towards your butt. And then in a couple seconds I'm going to have you kick this foot into that hand. So kick the foot into the hand for 5 seconds. Ready, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let it stretch a little further. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Switch sides. All right. Lie on your side. Quad stretch here. Pull the heel towards your butt. You can rest the head if you want. And just start to collect your breath. We're going to kick that right foot into your right hand, if that's the one that you're stretching. In 3, 2, 1, kick the foot into the hand for 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest, and then pull the stretch a little bit more. Nice and relaxed. Deep breath in, deep breath out, And slowly release. Good. Go ahead and stand up. We call these scoopers. So you're just gonna step forward with one foot, toe up, hands reach down, scoop back up, and then switch to the other side. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. Nice and slow, nice and easy. About 4 on each side. If you're not really feeling a hamstring stretch here, just push your hips further back. Sit further back with your hips. All right, rest. Gonna have you sit down again. We're going to, so I might be a mirror image of you guys. So we're gonna take one knee up towards the ceiling, that same arm underneath, and then the other arm is gonna hold on top. So you can kind of clasp like this. Big circles with your ankle. Big circles one way, really, really big circles. Slow it down. 2, 3, another side. So again, knee up, outside arm goes under, other side arm goes over, hold on, and you can make circles with that ankle, really big. 3 each direction. Make those circles as big as you can get them. And I'm on my 3rd here, and 3, rest. We're gonna do something similar now with our hips. So we're gonna go hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. It's gonna take, I'm using my right leg to start out with. Gonna pull this, bring this right knee up towards that right arm, then out. And then with this knee, I'm just gonna draw a big circle behind me and back. And then reverse order. Knee back, big circle to the outside, knee forward. Just go 3 on each side here. Trying to make these circles as big as you can get them. Exploring that hip socket, stretching it out, slow and controlled. And I'm going one more here on my right side. When you're done, you can switch to the other side. So I'll just turn this way so you can see. I'm gonna go on my left leg, knee up, knee out, big circle here with the knee, and back, opposite order, or opposite direction. Really explore the limits of this range of motion. This is something that you can control. It's a self-limiting exercise, so once you get to that range of motion, just control it, stay in that spot, and then move out of it slowly. More on the way back. All right, rest. We're almost done now. You can tell we're moving from the bottom up. So now we're gonna go with our spine, just nice easy cat-cow exercises here. Again, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're gonna pretend that there's a drawstring right in our sternum, pulling us towards the floor. Okay, so we're gonna start chest towards the floor, hips can go up and back. And now that string is attached to the same point, but it's going to pull us toward the ceiling. So now we pull our ribcage away from the floor, middle of our back towards the ceiling. And opposite direction. And back up. You can inhale as you're doing the transitions. Exhale at the end range. Inhale again, and exhale. Rest, last part of our cool down. Go ahead and just face me here with the camera. You can sit on your heels, you can kneel, whatever you're comfortable with. You can stand if you want to. But we're gonna start arms in front, thumbs up. We're gonna bring these thumbs and these hands as high as you can towards the ceiling. And then once you get to that top end range, you're gonna turn those thumbs in and forward, and then use those thumbs to track down towards the floor behind you. And then you're just gonna go in reverse order. So the whole time what we're trying to do is lead with our thumbs here. Just go 3 each direction. I'm going thumbs up. Once I get to the top, I go thumbs down. Pull my arms back behind me as far as I can, and then down towards the floor. If you start to feel your shoulders come up towards your ears, relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And I've got one more. Slow and controlled, find the end range. All right, that's it. That's all we got for you today. Thanks for following along. Catch us tomorrow for another workout. You can go to our Instagram to see what the schedule looks like this week. But we'll see you all later. Stay safe.